He came from somewhere deep in his long ago. Riding over fools suddenly trying hard to recreate what is yet to be created. What's up, y'all? It's JPS Delivers here with, I believe this should be like the third episode for this specific season with LeBron and the Cavs. I love how that worked out. But yeah, 18 and 12. Team's doing pretty well. Division, second in the division. I think this Bulls, yeah, Giannis's team's wrecking. Again, we saw last season how that happened. So, if we got LeBron and the Cavs and we got a really good Bulls team, we're going to have to ruin their fucking hopes. You know what I'm saying? So, should be interesting right there later on, specifically come playoffs. But we're about fifth, and, we're only like a game behind. Okay, guess what? Yeah, just a full game behind the Magic, loss-wise in the loss column. So, you got Giannis' team kicking ass. You have pretty close right now at the moment, Eastern Conference. Who are these teams? Anthony Davis. Yeah, Ben Simmons and Booker, and then you got Stephen Curry. Shake. All right, cool. So right now it looks like league leaders. James Harden with points. Rebounds, you got Hassan Whiteside and Jokic are killing it right now. Towns isn't far behind. We're going to be playing Drummond this next game against the Celtics, so he's one of the best rebounders in basketball. I wonder what it'd be like to have Drummond, as a center, like, come that time that I'm going to have to draft him. It's going to be interesting. John Wall is just wrecking with the assists. He's just doing so well. LeBron, I really want LeBron to lead the league in assists, but he's getting a ton of points. Last game he just went off. Steals, Kawhi is healthily in the lead by about over half a steal, heading his way to a full steal. And blocks per game is Embiid, but Giannis the only dude to be in like the top three for either. So of course he's most likely probably gonna win MVP. He's got 25 points per game, just like LeBron, but except, well, I guess his assists are a little bit down. So who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens. And then when it comes to All-Star voting, James Harden's leading the way. DeMar DeRozan actually doing well. John Wall, Kemba Walker, Damian Lillard, Kyrie. I mean, I think like I said before, the West is loaded with guards. I think so. I think. And yeah. The East is loaded with cause yeah, Karis LeVert. I mean, don't get me wrong, guy's playing really well this year, but 82 overall, and he's claiming his place amongst these dudes right here. And Jeff Teague near the top. It's like you're gonna see that the East is definitely more front court heavy. You see, I mean, you got Paul George, but that's a huge front court compared to the front court that you're seeing of this right here. They're not wrong, but Paul Millsap is the last dude on the voting for them, and last dude is Joel Embiid for the East. So I think that kind of says a tits ton about that. So that's how voting's going so far. I think soon we're gonna start seeing MVP races unfold, so should be really interesting. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on this next game. I'm gonna cut it off. I gotta listen to some stuff in the background while this game is playing. So, fortunately, you know, gotta work sometimes when when you're working. So get this game started. Be at home against the Celtics. Who knows? I don't know if y'all let me know if y'all like it when if I'm skunking a team and I continue playing because I'm kind of like, fuck it, I want to get like really good stats with these guys, but at the same time, like, well, I could work on the next video, I could make 2 videos in the meantime. If I have 2 skunk games, I can make 3 videos in that time. So who knows? Who knows though? But please just let me know. And as always, y'all, really thankful for the support. Really, really am. Just leave any kind of comment. Whether or not you want an improvement. Tell me if I'm doing something that you like and continue it. Make sure that I'm continuing it. And yeah, leave a like if you liked the video. Appreciate y'all. And as always, be grateful.
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia. It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. Chris, how different is playoff basketball compared to the regular season?
Well, playoff basketball is just so much more physical. A lot of times it's a slower game, believe it or not, but you're exerting more energy than you would in a faster paced game. So many adjustments are being made, you have to think on the fly.
Yes. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Green. Brown out there with Freak. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Crowder in at the 3 spot.
And in a draft class full of great wing players, it is easy to sleep on Jaylen Brown, but he can become a great player. Has everything you want from a wing in terms of skill set and that physicality. He could have a ceiling just as high as anybody else in this draft.
To the middle, here's Green. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, crafty inside. Draymond does a good job of using his body to create just enough space.
Murray kicks to Collins. Count that bucket.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
That defense was awful. That was just pathetic. He should not be that wide open right near the bucket.
Freak kicks to Drummond. And plenty of contact. Tacked on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
One thing that Drummond might not get enough credit for is his play on the defensive end. He's very strong, not only at blocking shots, but keeping players from getting comfortable, keeping them out of their comfort zone. It's hard to set up in the post when you got a big man like that leaning on you.
And Stevenson's checked in for James.
Drummond is a rebounding beast who eats glass for a living. Can't keep this guy off the boards.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
To the paint, the kick out to Crowder. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Passes it to Reddick. He kicks to Collins. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by Brown. And Chris, with Drummond, the defense also comes in the form of quick hands. He gets a lot of steals for a center.
Well, Kev, fast hands and good anticipation are part of that. The fact that he is such an immovable object on the block is just frustrating for his assignment. What is scary, though, he's only going to get better.
Kicks it to Murray. Takes the 13-footer, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Murray's got his first 2 points.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Drummond a screen. Floats one. Brown wide open. He fires. No good from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 5. McGee the pass to Murray. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Murray's got his second basket of the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Brad Stevens for just a minute. They have won their one matchup against this team so far, but he said the first order of business was for them to score against a very tough shot blocking team inside. He said in a game like this, you can't turn down perimeter looks. They could be the key to victory. We'll see if he's right, Kevin.
Terrific, Dave. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Freak dishes to Drummond. Crowder against Stevenson. Crowder kicks to Brown. They get a hand on it and stolen by Murray. It's stolen by Brown. Dishes it to Drummond. McGee with the block. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Pass to Stevenson. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Here's the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Creating a turnover, jump starting the fast break, things Draymond does very well.
To the inside and stolen by Drummond. Here's Brown, but they get it back. Freak kicks to Drummond, and a wide open look for Freak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Freak's got 5.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Feeds to McGee, and the layup's good off the glass.
Heads up, aggressive move. The smaller man on him takes him right to the rim.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
I mean, you're right. A lot of wide open spaces. They were running around undefended all night.
Boston making a switch here. G's checked in, 11 feet away. Drummond, it's good on the putback.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Drummond passes to Crowder. Brown outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And this is a young Celtics team. Even the vets still just entering their prime years. Chris, they've built from within, and what a great environment to develop in.
I mean, come on, one of the best. A great tradition and history of winning. A passionate and knowledgeable fan base. Committed ownership and front office. The players are given everything they need to be successful.
And that one's good. Green.
Inside, outside, in transition. Draymond's an extremely versatile scorer.
Collins dishes to McGee. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Boston making some changes. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Anthony comes in for Crowder, and it's Green in for Brown. And McGee kicks to Redick. Back to McGee. Cleveland moving it around. Redick passes to McGee. Here's Murray. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Boston leading by 7. Here's G. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. That one goes. Count it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
McGee a screen. Stevenson with a clean look. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
No one can miss so far. Both teams are really clicking on offense.
Here's Anthony. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And for Carmelo Anthony, one thing that he doesn't get enough credit for is his rebound.
And Melo's never been a bad rebounder, but in the past few seasons, you can see he's emphasized that more active in terms of closing out on possessions, has a great base and wide shoulders to secure position on the box out.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for the Celtics. Green dishes to G. Outside, Scola. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Ezeli. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's G. They get it again. Scola kicks to Anthony. Here's G. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
The beginning of this game has had their imprint all over it.
The feed now to Murray. Got a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Scola. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Ezeli gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Will it go? And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside. And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Stevenson against Anthony. This one for three. Second shot opportunity. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And now that
And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks bought in his stockpile.
I know he's feeling real good about his decision. He's one of the bright coaching stars in our league.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yeah, whether it's blocking out in the paint or knifing in from the perimeter, they're focused on creating second chance opportunities.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Anthony. Ezeli is out there with Green. Then it's G, and it's Green in at the 2 spot. G kicks to Anthony. Shot on the wing, and it's Boston with another. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Pass to Williams. No good there. Great D that time from Green.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
From 8, that's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And Coach Brad Stevens, already known for his X's and O's, a great tactician.
Well, let's think about his repertoire. Great plays out of timeouts and at the end of the game. Just as important is the confidence he instills in his young players. He does a great job of putting his players in positions to succeed. What he calls soaring with their strength. To accentuate players' strengths and try to hide their weaknesses.
Stevenson kicks to Lebron. There's the screen. Shot off the screen. Here's Hernan Gomez. The shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the players Boston really wanted when they traded Rajon Rondo to Dallas a couple of years ago was Jay Crowder. And since Crowder arrived in Boston, he's been a culture setter. Arriving in the midst of a losing streak, he said, "I lost my mind. I pulled Coach Stevens to the side and asked him, what are we trying to do here?" And Crowder wasn't done. He went to the front office and to teammates. He said, "I play to win." Kevin, he'll accept nothing less.
Great stuff, DA. Thank you.
You know what? It may be that 7'1" wingspan of Draymond that not only makes him a great defender, but just shows it makes him throw that one down easy. Teamwork at its finest. Love the extra pass.
Ezeli screen. G kicks to Anthony. Here's G. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And it's 9 points for G.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
Confidence is contagious, and when you see a guy like that finishing over a bigger man, it's got to motivate his teammates. So comfortable from distance, especially when no one runs him off of his spot.
There's the dish to Ezeli. Over to the wing. Here's G. He's covered by Matt. The wide open look here for Anthony. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Stevenson outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. They set the screen. Over in the corner, Williams. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And LeBron James, a four-time MVP, widely considered as the best basketball player in the world. The last few seasons, though, Steph Curry has called that into question. What do you think, Greg?
Well, listen, Steph Curry's amazing, but I think you look at the overall impact on the game, I'd still give a slight edge to LeBron James. He does everything from rebounding like a forward to scoring like a wing to passing like a point guard.
Celtics making a switch here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Azili. Jay Crowder comes in for Anthony. Brown is checked in for Daniel Green. And Freak subbed in for G. Here's Hernan Gomez. Here's LeBron. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. He feeds it to Drummond. Here's Brown. The pass to Drummond. Misses from short range.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling.
LeBron against Crowder. LeBron kicks to Stevenson. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got... assist tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes it to Freak. Shot from the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot. Freak's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, Kevin, Drummond is making great strides in his all-around game, spotting his teammates for a clean look at the rim.
There's a screen. Here's James. They grab their own miss. The three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Mack. Green, the screen. Here's Freak. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Miracle Man's got his third rebound on the night. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Again, James missing.
He just looks off in this one. Can't seem to throw it in the ocean.
Brown, the pass to Drummond. Green, the screen. Shot off the screen. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. And that's now 9 points for Freak.
I mean, he's just been huge today for his team. Without his hot shooting, there's no way they'd have the lead.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one, and probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
They were the clear favorite coming in. They seemed like a racehorse that was just waiting for the gate to open, but it just did not happen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Miracle Man. Collins comes in for Williams. J.J. Redick's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Murray's subbed in for Mack. Kicks to Drummond. It's rebounded by Cleveland. McGee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. LeBron dishes to McGee. Inside and stolen by Scola. 1:51 left in the first half. Drummond a screen. Here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Well, Chris, you've had a surgery that has affected many in the league in the last few decades and still currently in today's NBA. What is it like going through a microfracture procedure? How did it change your game?
Well, I'm not the only one. This did end a lot of guys' career. When I think about Jamal Mashburn, Jason Kidd, even though he's a guard and much lighter, Tracy McGrady, the same thing. He doesn't weigh as much as a guy like myself or Zebo, but it's difficult coming back. I mean, just because the post-care process doesn't allow you to put any weight on your leg or allows you to use your leg. So really you have the muscle that atrophies. You have to relearn to walk again, to jump again. And so I had to learn from going to be a player that played above the rim to now being able to play below the rim and find out ways to score like that. And so it's tough. The rehab is long, tedious, it's boring, it's monotonous, but it's something that you have to get through. And basically it's your love of the game, because rehabilitation or that surgery is no fun at all. That you're at least talking about, in my opinion, 20 months before you see your old self.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Right wing dishes to McGee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Good on both. Celtics leading by 17. Now here's Brown. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Tries a 3. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Oh, you love to see Brown knock down the 3 ball, showing great strides in improving his range.
McGee is screen on Crowder. Pass to Collins. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one.
LeBron James.
Brown kicks to Freak. Fires the 3. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall. A dominating first half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie. It was Andre Drummond who got hot in the first. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant.
That's it for now, as the second half is just about...
Glad to have you back with us in Cleveland as we take a look down at the outside portion of Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Oh, yeah, creating multiple second chance opportunities, doing everything he can to try to help his team.
They've got JaVale McGee. LeBron James is out there with Collins. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Murray in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Larry Drew. There's so many guards that can just dazzle you with their ability to handle the ball. And Chris, do you feel right now that you've spotted the best of the best in that regard?
Oh, yeah. I mean, first of all, let's give Jamal Crawford, Chris Paul, guys like that, some credit for their ball handling ability. But in my opinion, it's all about Kyrie Irving and Stephen Curry. I mean, when you look at how these guys, not only their ball handling, but how they have the ability to finish the shot after all of that work is what makes them so special. So those 2 guys for me are something that, man, just crazy to see.
Well, that was well said. Down low, it's tipped. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Crowder kicks to Freak. Here's Drummond. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one's good. James.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
It's a nice momentum builder coming out of halftime for sure.
They set the screen. Drummond the screen. It's Brown with the drive. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. And Reddick kicks to Collins. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Great playmakers help everything run so smoothly. Excellent lead pass.
Drummond a screen. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Pulls up on the elbow. Drummond with another miss.
Well, it's not the best start to this half. 1 for 4 is not the start they probably envisioned.
Murray kicks to McGee. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, and the defensive chops of Drummond really helping this team. He really cleans house with his shot block.
Celtics leading by 14. The screen from Brown. Freak kicks to Brown. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Brown's got his third basket of the night right there. Reddick with the three. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the rejection by James. Collins passes to LeBron. Drummond working against McGee. The drive by James, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And a new group in for the Celtics. Ezeli's checked in for Andre Drummond. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Jay Crowder. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Brown. And G's subbed in for Freak. G kicks to Anthony. Tries from 10. He can't get that one to fall. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one, and probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
They were the clear favorite coming in. They seemed like a racehorse that was just waiting for the gate to open, but it just did not happen.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape." Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you. High praise indeed, fellas.
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, D.A. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you. Boston making a switch here. Scola's checked in. LeBron with it. He's got 9. He dishes it to McGee. Scola with the rebound. Scola's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's G. He's covered by Murray. Ezeli kicks to Anthony. From the wing, Collins grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
From downtown, yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, at his height, he can just rise up and get separation. And then, of course, the soft touch.
Now Ezeli. Outside Anthony. Fires it up. But they recover it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Reddick with the bucket.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Screen by Scola. To the wing on the left. Here's G. He's covered by Murray. And that one's good by G. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Start it.
Well, with a look at today's rosters, you'll see a veteran or two acting as a mentor on a team for young players. Chris, all teams want them. They need them for that balance. You've been on both ends of that relationship. Just how important is that for a young player?
It is very important. You know, when you think about the word fear, fear mostly is what you anticipate about the unknown. And for a lot of young players, you know, they just don't know what to expect. They just don't know what habits to have. They just have never been in this situation before. And they're going to figure it out, regardless if anyone helps them or not. But just think about how it just helps the learning curve and how it speeds up the pace when you have someone that can tell you from their perspective how to approach games or how to prepare for games, how to recover, how to treat your body, how to play this guy. I know coach said this, but you might want to try this if that doesn't work. You know, and I think that's probably one of the most underrated and depleted spaces on the team are guys that can be that third coach on the team, but with the jersey on. And so I think it's very important to have guys in those mentor type positions, just because they've had to go through what these players have gone through. Not just coach, but they've had to go through it and can tell it from the player's perspective.
Great points. Boston leading by 10. Drummond sets the screen for Green. Anthony dishes to Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And Kevin, they need to keep feeding Drummond the ball. When he's scoring like this, he only needs a few baskets to catch fire.
To the inside, and stolen by Drummond. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's G. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Well, they really pride themselves in beating the opposition with their transition game, and they've demonstrated yet again today.
Feeds to Anthony. Drummond the screen. High arcing shot. A shot by Anthony, no good.
His shot is not on target right now. He better figure this out fast.
They get it back. And it's sent back by Drummond. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Anthony kicks to Green. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
It's stolen by G. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Here's Anthony. Oh, that's blocked. It's stolen by G. He kicks it to Carmelo. And it's Anthony again missing.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
Stevenson drops in the layup for 2. Stevenson's got 11 points.
Love the tenacity. That's money in tight against the pressure.
And here is Anthony. 12 points for him. Screen by Scoa. Anthony, the pass to G. Harkless with the steal. Here's Mack. And released it in time, but it's off the... Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Hey, we're doing so many good things.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Cavaliers trail by 14. On the floor for Boston. Freak is out there with Brown. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Green in at the 4-man position.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Green, the screen. Here's Freak. Here's the 3. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics. And the Cavaliers call time here. And you'll ask defenders or would-be defenders of Drummond, he can just punish you physically.
He drops his shoulder into you. It's like getting hit by a runaway freight train. Because of how strong he is under the rim, he can just shrug off defenders who don't have a strong base. If he gets it on the low block, it's a dunk pretty much every time.
Miracle Man, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. LeBron comes in for Harkless. James with the bucket.
And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of it.
Here's Green. No good off the front iron.
Oh, really surprised he clanked out. He makes those on the regular.
James against Crowder. In the corner, it's Stevenson. A three-pointer off the mark.
He hit a three in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
And so it's Cleveland with it. It's a 14-point game and taken away by Brown. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
I mean, really, that's just sheer tenacity. Brown exploiting the deepness, driving, and making them get physical with him.
And when you talk about a player having an NBA-ready body, you happen to have the strength to compete with vets right off the bat. And make no mistake about it, Jaylen Brown has an NBA-ready body.
I'm just not sure the NBA is ready for him. I mean, he is a physical monster. Takes contact like defenders are insects and can still finish strong through the foul. Has a combo of speed, strength, width, and endurance that you rarely see from a player his age.
The feed to LeBron. Good, and the nice assist from Matt. 16 points for LeBron.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
They're taking any look they can get from there and just making it rain from the perimeter right now.
Freak dishes to Green. Here's Drummond. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the wide. It could be a three-point play.
That's the supreme strength of Drummond really coming into play there. He is one of the biggest guys in the league who just gets shots to go over some intense D.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. JaVale McGee comes in for Miracle Man. And Murray subbed in for Shelvin Mack.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Freak kicks to Drummond. Outside, Green. Back to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Boston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Cavaliers trail by 12. McGee a screen. Pass to Murray. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The screen from Brown. Freak passes to Drummond. Banked in off the glass. Drummond's got 9 points in the quarter.
With like 279 pounds, why don't we just say 280? Drummond is just a force of nature when he's shooting the ball. Shrugging off contact like that is nothing.
Well, the salary cap's skyrocketing this season and next season as well with all the new TV money. Chris, it's sure a good time to be a free agent, isn't it?
Oh, man, I tell you what. I mean, it seems like every decade, the next decade, the players say, man, I wish I was born in that one. But I tell you what, the business of basketball is doing well thanks to the fans and thanks to the hard play and work of these players.
Well said.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Oh, it's like he's a magnet to the ball. No matter where he goes, it finds him.
They kick it out to Green. Now here's Freak.
Oh! How
about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot?
That was from the parking lot.
Oh, that's amazing. Over in the corner, Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics leading by 12. Brown outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
Williams, a screen on Crowder. Redick is in the corner. The dish to Murray. Here's James, and it's good. 2 points. LeBron's got 14 points now in the second half.
He's definitely been a different player this second half. He's shooting lights out now. Much different after a tough first half.
Freak kicks to Green. And not sure what he was thinking there. LeBron with it. McGee is screen on Crowder. In the corner, Murray with it. And it's off from three-point range. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Murray. And it's Drummond missing.
When he gets that close to the basket, usually it's a sure flush. But the defense stepped up and stopped him cold in his tracks.
Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from LeBron.
He's just a tireless competitor. Have to body him up or he'll roast you on the offensive boards every time.
Crowder sets a screen for Freak. Drummond a screen. Now Green knocked away and stolen by Murray. Williams dishes to James. It's stolen by Green. Here's Freak. The shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. LeBron passes to McGee. Here's Williams.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And that one falls for Williams. He's checked in for Freak. And both free throws good for Williams.
And what a tremendous advantage. Bigs who can shoot from the line.
Here's G. He feeds it to Drummond. Puts it up from 15. Not enough on that one as it misses. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to McGee. Here's Williams. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
And every point is critical now. You can't afford to let these opportunities pass you by.
And it's Drummond missing. The Cavaliers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. It's Williams with the drive. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
So he gets them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Tries to snap the cold streak, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Cleveland with the ball, and it's McGee with the jam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Brown kicks to G. Back to Brown. Drains the three-pointer.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
His three-point shot has just been lethal today, and there is no end in sight to this barrage.
52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Drummond dishes to Brown. Green with a screen on Redick. Just 5 to shoot. Drummond. And James pulls it down.
You can tell that's the game plan on defense. They don't want to allow him to take many shots inside.
McGee's shot is off.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's just picture-perfect defense there. Really stifled this man and gave him no chance at a clean look.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. LeBron against Crowder. And McGee kicks to Williams. Taken away by Anthony. Crowder, the pass to Green. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Both free throws good from Green.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
So it's the Cavaliers now. Redick for three. And no good that time. And so it's Boston E.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Andre Drummond. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire